Hello everyone, I'm Sajjad, and tonight I'm going to start solving Leetcode problems, one problem a night, maybe, one problem whenever I like. So first we're going to the Leetcode website, and as you can see, there are not many problems that I have solved so far. There are a few, so let's just select a random one, maybe one from the easy problems, and go for it. And I'm going to go through it, try my best to think loud, and maybe hopefully explain what I'm going to do and code it live. Remove elements. Okay, so the problem is, given an integer array nums and an integer val, remove all occurrences of val in nums in place. The relative order of the elements may be changed. Okay, since it is impossible to change the length of an array in some languages, you must instead have the result be placed in the first part of the array nums. More formally, if there are k elements after removing the duplicates, then the first k elements of nums should hold the final result. It does not matter what you leave beyond the first k elements. Return k after placing the final result in the first k slots of num. So far I'm confused, but let's see if we could get it with the explanations further. Do not allocate extra space for another array. You must do this by modifying the input array in place with O1 extra memory. Okay. The judge will test your solution with the following code. Integer nums equals an input array. Integer value is value to remove. Integer is expected nums, and the expected answer with correct length. It is sorted with no values equaling val. Sorted? Whoever talked about sorted? Integer k, remove elements num and val. Calls your implementation. Assert k, expected nums.length. Sort nums. Okay, so the judge code will sort and check my elements. Okay, that makes sense. This was supposed to be the judge's code. For integer I from 0 to actual length, all of the items must be correct. Well, now that it makes sense. So if all assertions pass, then your solution will be accepted. Yeah, okay, too much explanations creates confusion sometimes. So hope I won't do it in this video. Input nums 3223 val 3. So we're going to have 220 underscores at the end. Output 2 nums this. Explanation: your function should return k2 with the first two elements of nums being 2. It does not matter what you leave beyond the return k, hence they are underscores. Okay, so if it's 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 0, 4, 2, val 2, then output 5 would be nums, and additionally to them being sorted, they're also removed. They're not sorted, they're just removed. And we wanted to remove 2's. So explanation: your function should return k equals 5 with the first 5 elements of nums containing 0, 0, 1, 3, 4. Note that the 5 elements can be returned in any order. Okay, it does not matter. So I think the fact is that we're doing a shift as well. After we're removing that, we're shifting every item after that to a previous index. Okay, so if I get it correctly, there's going to be two iterators on my array. The first is going to point to iterating the entire array, and the second one is going forward, and if a new an undeleted value is found, we're going to input it. If a deleted value is found, this would stay in place and the other one would still go forward, and if we find another one, we'll place it and both go forward. This would be my approach for it. I'm going to use TypeScript. I'm learning the language, so there might be a lot of flaws, but let's see how we could do. So for example, it's better to first have some test cases. If we have 3, 2, 2, 3, then the array is going to be 3. Okay, no, we're going to return the array as well. But okay. So the modifications, I believe, would happen on this, and the initial array would be tampered with and modified. Okay, so let's have two other test cases, exactly the ones that they have provided themselves. So if this with 2, we would have this, and what if there's an empty array and they ask me to do 2, or what if the array is all 2s and then they also ask me to do 2. So these are the cases that I can think of. Okay, so as you can see, the first initial test cases of them, an empty array, and all of the items being deleted. I don't see other corner cases, at least. We're going to have an iteration, and first I'm going to have a variable which would store the slower iterator. We will call that place. The first place would be 0, obviously, and then we would iterate over the numbers. Let I equal 0, I less than number dot length, and I plus plus. Okay, so the place was supposed to be the slower. The place here is the slower mover, and if the number I is equal to the val, okay, it's not called number, it's called nums. If nums I equals to val, then just continue. Or if it doesn't equal to val, then nums place would equal to nums I, and we would increment the place. Okay, let's run our code. We're not returning anything, so probably we're going to have a compile exceptions. Yes, we will return the place, which we could change the name to say to count. this makes total sense because we're actually at the same time counting the number of values that are not equal to that specific val. So rerunning, and seems like we got all cases. Let's just submit it and see the final result. And yep, it's success. Thanks for watching. We will hopefully do more complex tasks in the next time. Bye.